can breathe into that belly hand a little bit more, because our tendency is going to be to kind of keep our breath a little bit shorter and shallower and kind of breathe into the chest a little bit more. So when we start to breathe into the belly, that's going to engage our diaphragm a little bit more and give our lungs more room to expand. So continuing to breathe in that, maybe lengthening your breath to 4 or 5 counts in and out. So if that seems like something you can do today, that is what I would like you to do. So 4 or 5 counts in, 4 or 5 counts out. And as you're breathing nice and gently and mindfully, take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. So something that you would like to focus on. Maybe it's just staying focused or centered on your breath. Maybe it's exploring new poses or movements. Whatever that is, bring it into your heart, breathe into it, and then we'll take another cleansing breath. Inhaling deeply through the nose. Exhale, heavy sigh through the mouth. Good, and then you can just let your hands relax on your lap. Maybe just reach your hands down for the bottom of your chair. Maybe circle out your wrists a little bit just to create some length in your arms. And then tuck your hands underneath your thighs or grab onto the bottom of the chair. Good. Breathe in, sit tall. As you exhale, start to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Keeping your nose facing forward. Inhale, lift your head back to center. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Good. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, center. This time, exhale, left ear, left shoulder, and just pause here. So you want your nose facing pretty much straight ahead. And then here what you can do is maybe tip your chin down a little bit or tip it up. That's going to kind of change where you feel that stretch in your neck. So don't force anything, especially if you're kind of prone to neck pain. But just kind of explore with curiosity how your neck and your head move together. And then when you're ready, come back to the center. Take a nice deep breath in, sit tall. As you exhale, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. So you're just kind of letting the weight of your head position your head and neck. And then from here, keeping your nose facing me, you might tip your chin down towards your left shoulder or up towards the ceiling. You can hold any of those positions, or you can just kind of alternate between them, sort of slowly exploring some motion in the neck. Good, and then as you come back to center, look straight ahead, sit tall. This time, allow your head to drop down towards your chest. Take a couple of breaths and just allow the back of the neck to soften, lengthening there. When you're ready, breathe in and look straight ahead. And then explore a little bit of neck extension. So you're going to lift your chin up as far as you feel comfortable. Some of you might get dizzy or lightheaded. So if you do that, I invite you to lessen your motion. So you might even just look straight ahead and do a slight lift with the chin, or maybe you can get a good stretch at the front of the neck. And this is where it's individualized. So you're kind of doing what feels good for your body right now. Good. As you exhale, slowly come back to center. Go ahead and scoot your butt forward in the chair. We're going to start to cycle through cat and cow pose. So I want both your feet engaged on the floor. Your feet can be about hips distance apart, sitting nice and tall. Take a breath in and you're gonna sit as tall as you can. Turn your palms up, lift your chin, seated cow. As you exhale, you're gonna round your back, tuck your tailbone under, drop your chin, seated cat. We'll just start to alternate those positions. So inhale, sit tall, open up your chest, lift your chin. Good, exhale, tuck and round. So tail tucks under, belly pulls in. You're rounding your back, similar to like that C shape. Inhale, sit tall, open your chest, lift your chin. This is a stretch across the front body. So you're thinking about pulling your collarbones apart a little bit, drawing the shoulder blades together. Exhale, tuck and round. Now separating the shoulder blades, chin to your chest. So you should feel a little stretch through the middle part of your back, maybe your low back. Good, inhale, sit tall, open up, big wide hands, palms to the sky, chin lifts, seated cow. Nice, exhale, tuck and round. Press your palms forward, seated cat. Couple more times. This is our spine warming. Inhale, sit tall, seated cow, look up, open the chest, pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale, tuck and round, seated cat. Good, last time, inhale, sit tall, seated cow. Exhale, tuck and round, seated cat. Good, inhale, come back to center, place your hands on your lap. We'll take your left hand, bring it on the outside of your right leg, and then nice and gently extend your right arm back. Just keep it low towards the ground, so you don't have to stretch it up really high. Just kind of low towards the outside of your chair. So back to center. You're gonna take your left hand, give it a wave. Where's your left hand? Here we go. Outside of your right leg. Good. Reach your right arm back and just look at it with your eyes. So we're just doing a little bit of rotation here. So you're gonna look at your hand or look in that direction with your eyes, and then the rest of your spine is gonna follow. You can press into that outer thigh for a little bit of overpressure into that rotation. We're not moving into extremes of motion here, so you're just kind of doing what works for you. Try to keep your body up straight. So if you're kind of trying to rotate and you're really slouched, it's going to be hard to get a lot of that motion. Take a breath in, sit nice and tall. As you exhale, look back at your hand. Good, one more time. Inhale, come back to center as you exhale. Nice job. Sit towards the edge of your chair. Sit nice and tall. Again, this time you're going to take your right hand, set it on the outside of your left leg, reach your left arm back, follow it with your eyes. Good. So you're looking at that hand that's to the back. Sit tall. Imagine if there's a little string on the top of your head and I'm gently tugging on it so you sit up a little bit straighter. That's what you're going to do as you take a breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to think about turning from the lowest part of your belly. So your whole spine is rotating to look at that hand. Good. One more inhale. As you exhale, slowly come back to center and come into seated mountain pose. So seated mountain pose, you're in a neutral spine position. So when we did cat and cow, we were sort of moving the pelvis forward and then tipping it under. This time we're gonna sort of come between those two positions right in the center. So both feet are on the floor, palms are gonna be forward, chest and top of the head are lifted. So lift your chest up, but let your shoulders come down. So this is your nice, active, seated posture. As you breathe in, I want you to lift your arms up and just look up, take a little baby back bend. Good, and then as you exhale, bring your hands together at heart center. Good, do that again. Inhale, sweep your arms up, little back bend in your chair. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful, 2 more times. Inhale, sweeping up, little back bend. Look up, exhale, hands to heart center. Good, one more time. Inhale, sweeping up. Little back bend. This time, hands through heart center, and then take a forward bend over your legs. So you're either gonna come to your forearms or you're gonna let your fingertips dangle for the floor. So you're rounding your back now. Softening the back of the neck, just letting that low back release a little bit, okay? So option one is just to round your back, but bring your forearms to your thighs, okay? Let your head be heavy. Option two is reach for the floor. You don't have to touch the floor, but just reach in that direction. Keep breathing. Take a breath in and lift up part way to that flat back position. So you're part way lifted, hinging over your thighs here, so your back is straight, okay? Good, then forward fold again, round your back. Good, take a breath in, lift up part way to that flat back position. Kind of perching forward over your legs. Good, as you exhale, forward bend again, so round your back. This time, press into your feet, take your arms all the way up. Take your time, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So if you're one that tends to get lightheaded with a lot of forward bends, you're gonna just come forearms to the thighs. If you feel okay relaxing down towards the floor, you can do that, but you choose. So from there, we're gonna do it one more time. Sit up straight, take a breath in, raise your arms up. Look up, as you exhale, bring your hands together, forward bend over your legs. So hands to the thighs or relax down. Good, keep breathing here. Take a breath in and out. So you're doing your best not to hold your breath. On your next inhale, lift up part way to a flat back. So your chest is lifted, your spine is more straight now. Good, then as you exhale, forward bend. Press into your feet, come all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, relax your arms down. We're gonna toe heel our feet out nice and wide. And I want you to kind of, if it's available to you, I want you to move over towards the right side of your chair. So just so you're a little bit more scooted over on the kind of the right corner of your chair. It doesn't really matter, but just for aesthetics and how we're doing these postures today. So we're gonna do a little bit of a variation of a kind of an inner thigh stretch that we would typically do sort of bent down. So I want you to shift your weight over towards that right sit bone or that right butt cheek. And you're gonna keep your right leg bent and straighten your left leg out. You see what we're doing? So you're gonna mirror what I'm doing. So don't get too confused with rights and lefts. So it should look exactly the same. So your right leg, this is your right leg, right? Your right leg is bent, your hands are above your knees, your left leg is straight out to the side, okay? So you should start to feel a little stretch here through your inner thigh. And you're still gonna face forward, so you're gonna face me. I know, it's tricky, isn't it? So you were like this. You were sitting like this, right? This leg is bent. Now you're gonna take your left leg and just send it all the way out to the side. Just send it out to the left. Your hips and your shoulders are still square towards me. So if you were standing up, it would look like this. See? And we're just gonna sit on the chair. Okay? Just do the best you can. And if you can't get that leg straight, then I want you to just kind of press your knees out. So this is an inner thigh stretch. Good. Good. So try to straighten that knee on your left leg. And then if you'd like, I want you to keep the weight over on your, kind of your right butt cheek and raise one or both of your arms up. So you're facing me still, facing forward. You should feel some activation in this leg, a little stretch in this leg. Yep, try to keep it straight. Relax the tops of your shoulders. Good. Now I want you to set your right arm down. Take a little side stretch to the right. Set your right arm down. Reach your left arm up and over. See, this is using your brain, you guys. Yeah, other one, your other right. Reach your left arm up and over. Yep, yeah, there you go. Yes, perfect. So you're side stretching right here. So, see, lots of multitasking. Good, keep breathing. Keep breathing, you're holding that side stretch. Good, deep breath in, come all the way back up to center with your arms. Exhale, let your arms come down. Good, take that leg that was straight out, kind of step it in, and then I want you to just kind of march out the knees a little bit. So you should have felt a little bit of a hip stretch there. So see a little hip opening. So just kind of marching out the legs, maybe taking the knees in and out a little bit. So it's kind of loosening up through the hip joints, relaxing those inner thighs. And we're gonna do the same thing second side. So you're gonna sit tall in your chair. I think it helps to scoot over to one side. So you're gonna scoot over to the left side of your chair a little bit. And you're gonna take your feet out wide, okay? So yeah, your toes are gonna stay pointing forward. So toes are out wide, or legs are out wide. Now keeping your body forward, just go ahead and straighten your right leg. So it's not going back behind you, it's just going straight. Yeah, it's hard, huh? You gotta really be towards the front of your chair. So you're just kind of perched on your chair. Don't fall out of it though. Put a little weight through that left leg. So weight through your left foot and ankle. So this leg is nice and bent. This leg is straight out, so you're getting a little bit of a stretch through that inner thigh area, okay? Nice deep breath in, line your shoulders up over your hips, and then if you'd like, both arms reach up for the sky. Big, long posture. Good, both toes are essentially facing forward. Trying to straighten that right knee. Keeping your pelvis towards me, towards the camera. Good, keep breathing. Keep your posture nice and long. Drop your left arm down. Reach your right arm up and over. Good. Nice. So you're getting a side stretch here. So it should feel like a stretch across your torso. Good. Keep breathing. So you're trying to put that outer edge of your foot down over here. See if you can try to contact the ground with that right outer edge of your foot. Good. Deep breath in, slowly coming back up to center, both arms up. Let the tops of your shoulders relax. And exhale, release your arms down. Good, just like you did after the first side, you're gonna slowly bring your legs in, because if you haven't done those types of inner thigh stretches, you're probably gonna notice that a little bit. So slowly bring your legs in, and then scoot back in your chair, extend your legs out, and just do a few points and flexes through the ankles. So knees are straight, you're engaging those thigh muscles, pointing and flexing your ankles. Good. If it's available to you, I want you to take some circles with the ankles, going to the outside. So if both your knees are straight, you should feel it in your thigh muscles, okay? And then turn it back so you're circling in. Tummy is nice and engaged, chest is lifted. Good, and then set your feet down. Scoot back forward in your chair. Take your feet out nice and wide again. Take a nice deep breath in. Open your chest up. So turn your palms up towards the ceiling and pull the shoulder blades together. So we're always going to talk about posture in here. Palms are up towards the ceiling. Chest is nice and open. So you're pulling yourself out of that rounded shoulder posture. Good. As you exhale, forward bend. Reach for your ankles or the floor. Relax your neck. Let your low back release. Take a nice deep breath in. Walk your hands up your legs or just let your trunk come up. Pull the shoulder blades in and down. Open your chest up. Nice. So you're pulling together those shoulder blades in the back. Giant chest opening. Good. Exhale, come back down for the floor. Good. Inhale, take your time, lift all the way up. Open the chest. Palms are forward, almost like you're pressing the backs of your hands together. Good. So you're getting a big stretch across your chest and shoulders. Good. Last time, exhale, reach for the floor. Relax the back of the neck. Good. Deep breath in, come all the way up, pull your shoulder blades together, keep your chest lifted, and then exhale, release your arms down. Good. Perfect. I'd like you guys to come up. Let's do a couple standing poses. Can we do some standing poses? So if you're able to stand, go ahead and stand. Let's take the chair in front of us, okay? So we're gonna take the chair in front of us for balance. So you are gonna stand right behind your chair. And if you're unable to stand, you can stay seated. But if you're able to stand, I want you to come to standing and come behind your chair, okay? We're gonna take our feet out wide today. So you're gonna step your feet out about shoulder width apart. So when I say stand behind your chair, look at what I'm doing. You wanna have your chair back, like your hips are gonna be right behind your chair back, because this is gonna be more stable, okay? So then I want you to take your feet out a little bit wider. See how wide my feet are? Here are my shoulders, and my feet are wider than that. So nice big base of support, okay? I can have my hands on my chair, but I still want to have nice tall posture. You're gonna keep those feet out wide. Your toes are turned slightly out. You're gonna take your right arm and you're gonna reach it up and over. So you're taking a side stretch. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lower down. Good. Switch sides. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Good. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release down. One more time. Inhale, right arm up. Stretch to the left. So as you're coming over to this side stretch, you're looking straight towards me or towards your chair back. You're keeping your body lengthened and you're continuing to breathe. Good. Breathe in, let your trunk come back to center. Exhale, lower it down. Stand tall. Stand nice and tall. Breathe in, left arm up. Exhale, tip to the right. Pause and breathe. Do your best not to hold your breath. Good. Come back to center. Exhale, release down. One or both hands on the chair. Stand nice and tall. Your toes are turned out. Take a breath in. As you exhale, I want you to bend into your legs a little bit, okay? So your knees are out to the side, your feet are out to the side. If you're sitting in the chair, you're gonna imagine yourself squatting, partial squatting. So if you're sitting, it means you're gonna have to press into your feet. Good, we'll take the hands together at heart center. You can still hold your chair, okay? So if you need one hand on the chair, that's what you're doing, okay? Breathe in, bring your arms out to the side. Yeah, you're gonna feel those legs working a little bit. Tummy is tight. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, you're gonna keep feeling those legs working. Tummy is tight, chest is up. Breathe in, open your arms. Those knees and hips are still bent. You see that? Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, what's your tummy doing? Pull your tummy in. Chest is up. Inhale, lift your arms up. Up and out. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, inhale, stand nice and tall, straighten your legs, shake it out a little bit, okay? So just kind of shift your weight side to side, shake out those arms a little bit. Good, you're not done yet. You're doing awesome, perfect. Now, keeping your hands on the chair. I want you to take your left hand, keep your left hand on the chair. Reach your right arm back and look at it. Little spine twist. So when you're doing that twist, if you can reach your hand back, okay, and then look at it, that's great, keeping your spine nice and long. So what you don't want to do is kind of like bend forward and try to do this. So try to keep your spine long, stand up straight and look back. Yep. Good, exhale, come back to center. Deep breath in, stand tall. This time, right hand stays on the chair back. Left hand reaches back towards the back of your space. So like if you have something right there, like a cabinet or something, yeah, you might come forward a little bit more. So you have a little bit more room. Good. And then as you exhale, slowly come back to center. Good. This time, your feet are still gonna stay wide. I want you to turn your toes either straight forward or slightly in, okay? And then I want you to just let your forearms relax someplace on your chair, okay? So this is gonna be a supported wide leg forward bend. So your legs are still wide, you're gonna let your trunk come down or your arms come down to your chair. If you're sitting, your legs are wide, and you know the drill. You're just relaxing through your torso. So this is that nice low back release. It's kind of nice to be able to try this in standing. So if your feet are spread out nice and wide, just come down to your forearms on your chair back. Can you do that? And you can even bend your knees a little bit too. If you're standing up, feel free to bend your knees. Pull your tummy in, and the key is to kind of let your body relax. So we're not, stressing anything right now. It's just a supported pose. Good, continuing to breathe. Good, then slowly walk your hands up. Toe heel or step your feet in so they're closer to the chair, closer to each other and closer to the chair. So more like hips distance apart, okay? And then take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, I want you to drop your hips back. Okay, so you're gonna kind of press, you can walk your feet back a little bit. You're gonna kind of press your hips away from the chair. So it's gonna be more like a stretch across the side of your trunk and your shoulders. Good. So nice, think about getting nice and long from your fingertips down to your tailbone. So this one might be a little bit hard to do if you're completely seated, but what I would say to do is you can try straightening your legs straight out and taking your arms and bringing them down towards your shins. So you're kind of creating that same shape, but sitting down. Those of you that are standing, you're pressing your hips back. You're almost like pressing your chest towards your thighs. Okay? So again, letting your low back release. Good. Relax your neck. So try not to hold your neck up. You don't want to try looking straight ahead. Keep breathing. Good. And then as you exhale, slowly come out of it. Walk your feet back towards the chair. So in sitting or standing, we're going to do a little bit more balancing. So I want you to come to mountain pose. Your chair can be either to the side of you or it can be in front of you, whatever you're most comfortable with. Those of you that are sitting, you're going to be in seated mountain pose. Okay? So palms are forward, your feet are about hips distance apart. We're going to come into tree pose first. Okay? Whenever we do any standing balance postures, we're going to try to keep our hips level. So you can put your hands on your hips if you want to check to see what you're doing, but you're going to shift your weight. I'm going to have my chair to the right. I'm going to shift my weight to my right foot, and I'm paying attention to what my hips do. So if I do that and my hip goes like this, then that's my cue that I should tighten that up a little bit. Okay? So my hips are level, I'm going to put some weight onto my right foot, and I might just come up to my toes on my left foot. Or, if I'm feeling pretty stable, I might bring my heel to my ankle, or I might lift my foot up. Okay? So those are your choices. Some of you guys need to stand up a little bit straighter, sit up a little bit straighter. You're doing the same thing in sitting. So even if you're not standing, you're still going to put some weight onto your right foot, okay? If I'm sitting, I'm going to do my seated tree pose. So my hands can be at heart center, or I can lift them up. Same exact posture, just with your butt on the chair. So you're standing nice and tall. If you're feeling good, you can start to lift up that leg. If you're not good at standing balance, then maybe you keep holding the chair. Otherwise, maybe you keep your heel up and you try to bring your hands to heart center. Very nice. You can also raise one or both of your arms up. Okay, so there's lots of options. You want to try to find which one works best for you for a little bit of a challenge for single leg balance, but we want to be safe. So you're trying to balance on one leg or move in that direction. We haven't even switched sides yet. See, you guys are doing great. Good, as you exhale, release, come out of it, kind of circle out that leg. And then if you have your chair to the side, go ahead and switch it. So next we're gonna stand tall or sit tall and shift our weight to our left leg. Okay, so shift your weight onto your left leg. So even if I'm standing like this with my right toes down a little bit, I can still put more of my weight on my left leg. Okay, hands can come here. You can lift one arm up, you can lift both arms up. And it's always helpful to find something to focus your vision on, okay? Try to keep breathing. If you're sitting, really try to press the side that you're balancing on, press that hip and foot into the floor so that leg is activated. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Relax your face. Good. And then exhale, slowly release down. Shift your weight to the right and kind of circle out that left leg. Good. And then come back into mountain pose, seated or standing. Just kind of get your feet underneath you, lengthen your spine, big, tall posture. And then I want you to do some just gentle rocking from toes to heels. So you're going to shift your weight towards your toes and then back towards your heels. And when you do that, whether you're sitting or standing, I want you to notice which side you feel like you have more weight on and see if you can even it out. So if you feel like you kind of favor one side, see if you can make that weight distribution more even. Okay? Good. Then kind of settle in so you have even weight on all four corners of each foot. Take a nice deep breath in, raise your arms up. If it's available to you, raise up your heels a little bit. You might hold the chair. Okay, so kind of lifting up the heels, being mindful of balance. Noticing the activation around the ankles, keeping your stomach tight. Good. On an exhale, let your heels sink down and then bend into your legs. Bring your hands to heart center. Chair pose, like you're sitting in a chair. So when we do chair, remember you're sticking your butt out. You're not jetting your knees forward. So you're sticking your butt out like you're gonna sit in a chair. Good. Exhale to mountain pose. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, hold the chair if you like. Inhale, float your heels. Good. Exhale, let your heels come down. Sit your hips back, chair pose. Chest is lifted, tummy is tight, belly is in. Good. Exhale, mountain pose. Good. If you're standing, I want you to go ahead and come around. Have a seat in your chair. Sit right towards the edge. We're going to do just a little bit of core stability. Good for all of us. So as you sit in your chair, so come around to your chair. I want you to scoot all the way forward towards the edge of your chair and then kind of walk your hands back a little bit. So I would like your shoulders to be kind of behind your hips. See what I'm doing? So instead of being like this, you're going to slide your hips out and hold on to the bottom of your chair there, the sides of your chair. So shoulders are behind your hips. Yep. And however much you can, we're going to do like a chair bridge. Okay, so you're going to press into your feet and you're going to try to lift your hips up. Okay? And we're going to try to hold it. 3, 2, 1. Ready? Lift your butt up. Yeah, lift it up. Lift it up, and hold it. You gotta hold it. Don't fall out of your chair. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Squeeze those buns. Buns of steel. You got it. Good. Couple more breaths. Good. And release. Nice job. Stay towards the edge of your chair. Sit up nice and tall. So lift your chin up. Kind of stretch out a little bit. And then as you exhale, bring your hands back down to the chair. You're going to let your shoulders come back behind your hips. This is our last posture here. So let your shoulders come back behind your hips. Got it? Don't rest your back on the chair. Okay? Bring one hand or both hands up to heart center. So when you let go of the chair, you should feel your tummy muscles working. Shoulders are behind your hips. Okay, raise one or both arms up. That's going to make it a little bit harder. So if you don't feel anything and you're like this, you got to hinge back. Keep those tummy muscles working. Good, you want to make it harder? You can pick a knee up. Yeah, there you go. Good, set that one down. Pick up the other one. Keep lifting your chest up. Keep those tummy muscles tight. You can do it. Good. Set it down. Keep your shoulders back. Keep your heart lifted. And release. Good. Nice big stretch out. Lengthen those tummy muscles. So lift your chest up. Good. Grab onto the bottom or the back of your chair. Pull your shoulder blades together. Lift your chin up. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, forward bend. Let your back relax. Drop your head. Good, just kind of relax flex your forearms, maybe kind of shift your shoulders a little bit from side to side, just kind of letting your low back release. And then slowly and mindfully round your back all the way up. Come to sitting. Scoot your chair, or scoot your back. So you're still sitting up nice and tall, but you have a little bit of support. Take a nice deep breath in, raise your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, again, inhale, raising up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, let your hands relax on your lap. Blink your eyes closed or lower your gaze. And just let yourself come back to your breath. Put a pause on the mind chatter. Allow your body to feel supported by the chair and the ground beneath you. Take a moment of gratitude for dedicating this time, for taking care of yourself, and for moving your body. So for the next few moments, you can notice how your breath is at this point, but then I want you to do your best to just let go of everything. So mind is still, breath is easy, body is still. This is your time to enjoy just a few moments of stillness in your day. Allowing yourself to be here, present in the space that you're in, with yourself.